because we have excellent video from our watch unit. There's no guessing here. We know exactly what happened. We can see the muzzle flash from the suspect's guns. We can see him trying to shoot our deputy. We can see him trying to shoot our canine. And our deputy immediately returns fire, striking the suspect in his left leg. And at that time, we render aid to take care of the suspect, because that's what we do, even though he just tried to kill my deputy. We secure the scene, and we recover a snub-nosed Taurus 38, which was used by the suspect to fire at the deputies. I really want to thank God for protecting my deputy and protecting this canine. This was a very close range shooting, 20 to 23 yards max. I mean, we're very lucky. We're very lucky to be able to stand here today and for me to be able to tell you that my deputy was able to go home last night to his family along with his four-legged partner, who we love just as much. I want to tell you the reason that I'm here, what bothers me the most. You have heard law enforcement leaders throughout this Tampa Bay area continue to preach and to ask for the help of citizens when it comes to locking their doors. I can't tell you at this particular time that the gun used in this shooting last night was stolen, but what I can tell you is that the suspect is 17 years of age, so therefore is not legally able to purchase a gun. Or is he legally able to possess a gun? So we know he can't go into a gun store, and we know that he can't go and purchase a gun legally. So I will be shocked if I don't come back and tell you several weeks from now that gun wasn't stolen from a previous vehicle burglary. I'll be shocked if that's not the case. But what we do know is that he did not obtain that gun legally. So I'm going to preach the way that my brother sheriffs throughout the community have been preaching. We have got to do a better job securing our firearms and our vehicles. We have to do a better job locking our vehicles, because this is a crime of opportunity, and we can, if we work together, we can eliminate the opportunity that we keep giving these criminals, because they're going to keep using these guns, and they're going to keep victimizing innocent civilians and law enforcement if we don't start taking this seriously and doing the right thing. And the right thing is take your gun out of the car every night, secure it in your home, and if you don't want to do that, secure it in your vehicle and lock your door. We're seeing way too many crimes being committed in this entire Tampa Bay area with stolen guns. And you know this to be true, because I know that each and every one of you have reported on this in the past. So this juvenile, even though he will be turning 18 here in about 8 or 10 days, has been arrested twice for breaking into vehicles. He's been arrested once for a domestic violence related offense. And I'm not really sure what these juveniles are being taught when we continue to arrest them and not hold them accountable for these crimes that they are committing. We're not helping them realize that there are serious consequences to your actions. We're just letting them go right back onto the streets to continue to do whatever they want to do without any accountability. We have got to seriously think about how we can work together and make a difference in our community. I think we can. I just think people need to take just a few extra minutes every day just to make sure that they are doing their part, and we'll have a better chance of not continuing to see these type of violent crimes being committed by guns that are stolen from law-abiding, responsible gun owners. So at this point, I'll take any questions that you have.
Were the deputy and the canine injured at all?
No, thankfully not. Like I said, 3 shots were fired at the deputy. Fortunately, he was not struck, and fortunately, the canine was not struck. As soon as the suspect was shot and taken down by the canine, the deputies did an outstanding job applying a tourniquet to his leg, making sure that he was ready to be transported by EMS, and he is now being treated at a local hospital.
Can you tell us a little bit more about these deputies? We know that they worked here for a while without giving their information away, but we saw how emotional you got over this too.
It's what keeps us awake at night. As a sheriff of Manatee County, as someone that is blessed to work with some amazing men and women, to know that they were this close from being taken from us is something that is hard to think about. We're very lucky. Once again, we know he knows that this could have been a different outcome. And what bothers me the most is that we continue to see these young juveniles committing violent crimes. We've got to do something different, y'all. Something has to change. And now I go back, I've been doing this job for 40 years. And I tell people this all the time. 40 years ago, a juvenile may break into a vehicle, but they would never think about stealing a gun. About 20 years later, maybe they take the gun, but they sell it to get rid of it quickly. Now juveniles today, they steal guns to use them to commit violent crimes. That's how they're getting the guns. You can go back and you can look at the homicides, aggravated batteries, all the violent crimes in this area committed by juveniles. They were committed by a juvenile with a stolen gun. So I don't know how to stress that enough, and how to get that message out that we've got to make sure that we don't give them that opportunity to steal a gun.
Sheriff, what do you have to say just to the parents? I mean, the kids are out at hours they probably shouldn't be out at. Also, when they're stealing these guns, they're storing them someplace in the house or in their cars. What's your message to parents about getting involved?
Well, we all got to get involved. Now, I would tell you, I'm not sure of the structure of this young man's family, but I do know that he snuck out of the house last night and they did not know it. And he had, pillows on his bed. He had it covered up, just like, Ferris Bueller or whatever. He's trying to make sure they don't come in there and figure out that he snuck out the window. So, I can't talk to the involvement of the parents and the family of this young man, but it does appear that they have tried to do their best. But we have to be involved every day with our children. We have to check the phones. You have to know who they're hanging with and who they're talking to and what they're doing every single day, because if you miss something, it could be deadly.
So the deputy is on paid administrative leave right now. Is that just standard protocol, or what goes into?
Yeah, that's standard protocol, and really we need to make sure that he is okay. We want to give him the opportunity to, just decompress, and we're worried about his well-being and making sure that he's ready to come back to work. So standard protocol, and he's doing good at this moment, and so is our K9. I tell you, when you look at the video, and he has to think about the K9 as he's trying to defend himself from gunfire. So in his mind, he knows that he has to be precise with his shot, or he could shoot the K9 by accident. So my hats are off to him. His training has served him well, and we will be here to make sure that all of his needs are met.
How do you kind of process something like this as a team? Like that first day back for him, how do you kind of make sure that everybody is doing all right, in the right headspace to get back to work?
There's a lot of talking. We have peer support groups. We have specialists, but we're one big family. So when he comes back to work, we will all surround him with a big security blanket and make sure that he's exactly where he needs to be. So we take care of one another here at the Manatee County Sheriff's Office.
Sheriff, talking about that video and just kind of watching it, knowing the outcome before you watch it, but just what are your emotions seeing it, watching it, knowing that one slight change of things could have had a totally different outcome?
Yeah, it's hard to think about it. I mean, I can't even imagine what my deputy is thinking about, especially last night as you're trying to process everything that just happened. But for me, watching the video is seeing the close proximity of this encounter, seeing that muzzle flash, knowing that that my deputy was really just inches, 1 inch here or there could have taken him for us. So it's a lot for all of us to process. The investigators on scene, we want to do the best job possible, but as you are investigating the scene early this morning, we knew that we were very blessed and very lucky. Anyone have anything else? Well, thank y'all so much. Happy New Year. Hopefully I won't see you much in 2024. God bless y'all.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you.